is, my fellow warriors? 2019 is almost over, and we are going to continue our in-depth review of characters. And today's video, we are going to take a look at Saarvin. However you want to say it. The mighty Dragonborn Ranger. He's one of the main damage dealers in the game. He does a lot of damage. So we're going to go over some of his equipment and what I think is the best equipment to have him equipped with. If you're new to the channel, pistol whip that like button, hit that subscribe button, help me reach 1,000 subscribers. 2019 was a hell of a year. Let's make 2020 even better. There's some different options. I personally like the legendary one. All enemies gain AC minus. So you're going to lower all your opponent's armor. Combat is going to go armor. It's going to go down. Some of the other ones, random melee attack. I really don't like the random melee attack because you have to be right up on somebody. And when you're playing with him, his style is you want to be as far back as possible. You really don't want to be close up. So I don't really like that one. The rare one, gain AC plus. It's okay, not too bad. The other one is, this is another one I suggest you, if you do not have the legendary, use this common one. Move random enemy gains AC minus. So it's basically the same thing as this, except the legendary gives all enemies lower armor, as this one just does one. For the helmet, we have, the legendary one is good, but there's actually a couple different options for this. You could go rock the legendary, attack all enemies. I love this one. But another one that a lot of people use, and it's a lot more easier to get, is the epic. So you will attack the whole zone and push. This is so good in PvP battles because you can pair this with Farida's disable where they can't move. So you can have Saarvin attack the zone, push them back, and then you can have Farida use her immobilize so that your opponent can't move, and they're basically all stuck in the back row and they can't do anything. It's a deadly combo. Attack zone, this one's okay. And range attack plus 2 extra random attacks. This is good if you want to just be a heavy damage dealer. But again, I suggest you rock the epic. Attack zone plus push, very good. Otherwise, you could rock the legendary one. For the little charm, we have a few different ones. This is another one. This is very versatile. Legendary range attack plus repeat attack 5 times. Very powerful. Basically shoots an arrow and it like ricochets off of different people. But another one that's really good is the epic. So you'll gain counterattack. Gaining counterattack with Saarvin is so powerful because pair his counterattack with his bow that lets him attack enemies in the same row, and then you can literally wipe out an entire row just from that one counterattack. So he's got a very good different like synergy with his equipment that you can like really pair up well with. But the gain counterattack is definitely really good. I suggest this if you do not have the legendary. Even in some instances, the gain counterattack is better than that. Inflict AC, gain action. This is also pretty good. This is more if you're trying to take down someone who's very tanky. So if you're going up against like Thomas the Tank Engine, or you're in the campaign and you're facing very tanky enemies, you would want to use this because it'll let you lower their armor and then you'll get to attack them. So it's almost like a free shot with them having lower armor. The common one, give allies attack plus. I really don't like that one. For the weapons, there's so many good weapons. Legendary weapon being the most famous one. Range attack plus attack all enemies. So this was absolutely insane, and they actually had to fix this because it was broken for a long time, where he would just like when this ability would trigger, he would just hit everyone like 1,000,000 times and wipe out an entire team with this ability. But they finally fixed it after like one of their previous updates. They fixed it. But this is so good because it just attacks all the people in the row, and it's insane. This one's so good. The epic one is also good. Range attack enemies in the zone. This one is pretty good too. It'll hit all the enemies in the zone. Good AoE damage. Again, pair this with counterattack. Very good. The rare one, range attack plus injure. This is very good for taking down the bosses in challenge mode. So if you have this at a high level, you're going to run the dungeons. You might want to switch to this instead of this one just to get that range attack injure off to help you take down the challenge bosses. This one I think is very, very underestimated. This rare one right here, this one is very underestimated. Ricochet. What it does is it actually hits twice. So ranged attack plus repeat attack 2 times. I mean, this thing hits super hard. This thing hits super hard. If you have this at a high level, this is very, very good. I mean, you can wipe out one person like it's nothing. He'll just be like whack, 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 throwing axes like it's nothing. This one's also pretty good. Range attack, attack enemies in his zone. This one's not too bad, but again, this one's definitely way better, and these other ones too. For the body armor, whatever you have is the highest level, and the ring, we have a couple different options. Right now we have this one, start of turn, gain critical attack. I like this one just because this is the only one that I have. I don't have the legendary unlock yet, but gain critical plus is very good. So at the start of the turn, I have a 35% chance to score a critical hit. So it's very, very good, and he's like, you want to have his critical hits all the way up because he does a lot of damage. The rare one, gain attack plus, not too bad. Start of turn, gain damage plus. These are honestly, like, all these, they're all good. Like, you know what I mean? You can't really go wrong with them. They all have their own little thing. Critical plus, attack plus, or damage plus. It depends on which one you have the highest level. You could literally get away with any of them. The legendary one, though, is by far the best. If you do have the legendary one, I would say stick with the legendary one. Gain Fury. This is so good because look at this. Start a turn, 20% chance, effect Gain Fury. So what Fury does is it lets you attack the same target twice. And look, as you level it up, the percentage will increase. This is deadly. He has such good burst damage where he can just, he's like, I would like to think of him as like the tank killer almost, right? He can literally shred the tanks in this game like it's nothing with his lower the armor and then his ability to hit so many times. So I hope y'all enjoyed this quick little video. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.